My name is Mike Pastorelli, and I am the auto buying specialist for Fox Communities Credit Union. I just really enjoy helping people and make sure that they get the best bang for their dollar when they walk into a car lot. I've met members at car dealerships and helped them sit down with the salesperson, whatever you need me to do. It's exciting. Buying a new car, getting it home for the first time. They know that they got the most car for the monthly payment that they wanted to spend. We help make life happen.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
After tonight's game, get the gang over to the Hawk's Nest for some wings and pizza. The new Anytime menu is available 6 a.m. to close. Be sure to try their delicious Friday night fish fry. Oh, and there's free breakfast every Saturday morning, 8 to 11. Check out the newly renovated Riverside patio and stage with live music weekly with local and national acts. And a private dock for all you boaters. The Hawk's Nest, 1621 West Main Street in Little Chute.
Greetings from beautiful Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week is on the air tonight. We have a doozy for you. A couple of 4-2 teams, 2-2 in the Fox Valley. It is Kaukauna here hosting Neenah. I am Joey D alongside Zach Morris. And Zach, the weather. Let me ask you about that first. This is beautiful.
Well, we're looking at similar weather to last week before the rain finally kicked in for games that started at 7. So, it's not that bad for weather-wise, and still early. People forget when it's early October, you still get the summer-type weather feeling. But the problem is, once we hit the kickoff, that's when this weather just goes dive down.
Yeah.
It'll dive down all the way down to what I remember for a fall.
No, don't say that. No, it's supposed to be a beautiful night here tonight. All right, let's talk about the game. Kaukauna hosting Neenah. Big-time implications here on the line. What are you expecting?
Well, it's going to be interesting because these teams haven't faced each other in quite a while. I mean, normally this was a team you'd see every year in the FEA, Valley Football Association, a little bit different. So we'll see how these two teams play after not facing each other for a while. I mean, 2015, I believe, is the last time these schools have faced each other. So it's going to be a great matchup overall.
It really will. It is 4-2 against 4-2, both 2-2 in the conference. We got the playoffs that are looming just right around the corner. I talk with both head coaches. You will hear from both of them coming up next as our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream Game of the Week pregame show continues right after this.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong. Our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology, and our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
And welcome back to our pregame show here on our Fox Communities Credit Union pregame show. We've got Neenah and Kaukauna. Let's talk with both of the coaches. First off, the leader of the away team here tonight. He is in his 9th season as a head coach here, 4-2 overall, 2-2 in the Fox Valley. And Coach Steve Young, I know it's cliche, but you guys have really had an up and down type of roller coaster season, haven't you?
We have. We've had some big wins at Menasha and Fondy, and we've had a few stumbles at Apple North and at Oshkosh West, and where we didn't quite play as well as we liked, and so we need to put both sides of the game together tonight and play hard, because this game has a big implication at the end of the season.
It really does. We'll talk about that in just a second. Your last game, though, 28-0, a win over Oshkosh North. Looks like the defense really played an important part in that one.
Oh, defense really played well, and we really played our assignment football well. We're not a big team, and so it's important that we do our job every down, and that we play well together as a team.
Next up here, we're at Kaukauna. What are you expecting from the Ghosts?
Well, they got a high-powered offense, and they've got some players that can hit the sidelines fast, and especially number 3 in Sipple. And their quarterback's mobile, and he throws the ball well, and they spread you out. We've really got to play assignment football. How
about the playoff implications here? Do you say anything to the team about that, or do they know already? Hey, it's not a must-win, but this is almost a better win type of situation.
Oh, no question about they know it. And a win here tonight puts us in the driver's seat to make the playoffs rather than be a bubble team. And so they know, and it's been stressed, and our seniors, it's important to them. And so we're really looking forward to this game, and I know Kaukauna as well, because they're in the same position we're in.
Coach, thank you so much. Good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you very much.
That is Neenah Coach Steve Young. Back with more of our pregame show right after this.
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. For those that have a mortgage, it's important to review it very frequently. It's at minimum annually. Many of our members have taken the opportunity to cash out some money to put in that backyard pool that you've been seeing down the road, or consolidate debt, or pay off your loan faster to match your retirement. That's why we're here to help, right? We're here to help them succeed financially. End of story.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
The low hum of heavy equipment, the drone of power tools, the swift movement of boots on the ground as craftspeople work safely and efficiently. These are the sounds of an active construction site, the core of our business. At Myron Construction, our teammates carry out the crucial job of bringing our clients' dreams to life. They hold in their hands the tools to make something out of nothing and build structures that will stand the test of time. Together, we are building excellence.
And welcome back to our pregame show here on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. We have Kaukauna and Neenah. Let's talk with the head coach of Kaukauna. He is in his 6th season. They are 4-2 overall, 2-2 in league play. Coach, how about your season? Kind of up and down, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely been an up and down season. We had some real high points and some real low points, and depending on the game, we played really well and been really exciting to watch. And then last week we had a real breakdown. So it'll be interesting to see how our kids respond. We had a great week of practice, and we're excited about this one.
What did you learn from last week?
Well, we learned we have to be a lot more assignment sure. And we have to be able to handle the elements, whatever they are. So we happen to be fortunate tonight, but that's a growth area for us.
There's another question, too. How about this? We got 80 degrees on October 1st.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, but this is great. This is a great night for homecoming here in Kaukauna.
Yeah, absolutely. So homecoming, what do you say to the kids about that? I mean, a little extra oomph into it?
The extra oomph is there. We're pretty excited. This is a big conference game, the one you want to play on homecoming, to be real honest with you. Our kids are ready, and they're really excited tonight.
All right, brings us to the task at hand. How about Neenah? What's the scouting report on them? What are you expecting?
Terrific defense. Coach Young is really a great defensive mind, and they do a great job there. I would expect this to be, hopefully, if we're in it, it's a low-scoring game. So it'll be tough, hard-fought yards on both sides.
Last question. It's got to be looming in the back of your mind and the kids' minds. Playoff implications. Those two words with this game. What do you think?
Well, you can't make the playoffs if you don't win games like this. So, and that's pretty obvious to everybody. We don't talk about it. We talk about doing our best. But certainly it's there.
Coach, thank you so much. Good luck tonight and the rest of the year.
Thank you very much.
There he goes. That's Coach Matt Binsfield. And that'll do it for our pregame show. We will have lineups and kickoff coming up right after this. It is the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
After tonight's game, get the gang over to the Hawks Nest for some wings and pizza. The new Anytime menu is available 6 a.m. to close. Be sure to try their delicious Friday night fish fry. Oh, and there's free breakfast every Saturday morning, 8 to 11. Check out the newly renovated Riverside patio and stage with live music weekly with local and national acts. And a private dock for all you boaters. The Hawks Nest, 1621 West Main Street in Little Chute.
Wisconsin Savings Bank.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
And we bring it back here to Kaukauna High School. The Galloping Ghosts have just been introduced. And, of course, the Galloping Ghosts going out there on the field. We got a live animal on the field there, Zach.
You never know what could happen when you got a live animal on the field.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we were talking with some of the administrators here before the game, and it seems to take care of itself. It behaves. Let's just put it that way. Oh, boy. Anyway, we are here for Fox Valley Association football here tonight. It is Kaukauna hosting Neenah. Look at the horse go. Oh, that is spectacular. And the crowd goes wild. There goes the Galloping Ghost. We are set for football here tonight. Week number 7 already. This is nuts, man. It just seems to be just flying by. I know it's cliche, but we say it all the time. It is flying by. But pregame thoughts here for you, Zach. What do you think?
I think it's going to be a very good game because these are two teams that haven't faced each other in quite a while. Especially, I mean, you talk about in their FBA days how they were just separated from divisions. So this is going to be a matchup where you never know what can happen. You can look at film from 2015, but how many people, well, it should be anybody from that team from 2015. So this is going to be a great matchup, and both teams just getting positioned for the playoffs. And this would be a big win, whoever gets it, to add to your playoff profile.
That's right. Both teams coming in at 4-2 overall, 2-2 in Fox Valley Association matchups. As we get ready for play, let's throw the score up. There we go. Now we got her. It was Kaukauna winning the toss. They deferred to the second half. And so to kick off, it'll be Gavin Lamb, the senior kicker for Kaukauna on homecoming night here in Kaukauna on a beautiful Friday evening. We are underway. My goodness, as he booted that one a long way. That went through the, did that go through the goalpost? It looked like it did. Man, we were watching him in pregame, and he has got a leg, no doubt about it. So it will be Neenah to come out on offense for the first time here tonight. They will take over on their own 20-yard line.
It's an interesting strategy. The fact, I mean, booming the kick out, I mean, you know they can't return and it always goes to the 20. But if you have a good special teams that know how to poke the ball out, you do lose that strategy. But it's not a bad one if you trust your defense.
Neenah led by quarterback Matt Young. He starts out in the shotgun formation. Couple of wideouts, sends a guy in motion. Fakes the handoff, passes it. It is complete. Out to the 29, near the 30-yard line. Going to be near a first down. And that is caught. Out near the 30. Where are they going to mark it? Just shy. Are they going to want to? Yeah, they're going to move the chains on this one. All right, one play. First down here. On a nice pass from Young.
Get your quarterback settled with that first quick throw.
Neenah coming out with Jace Jenkins, one of their offensive players. But Matt Young, the quarterback, 6'3", 185 pounds. And he tosses it out to the left side and diving out of bounds. About a 5-yard pitch out. So it's going to be second down. They'll give him, well, they're backing him up.
It looked like he may have stepped out of bounds before he turned up the field.
Yeah, that was Jenkins, the carrier. And they backed up. The ball marker was going up about 5 yards and decided to go back to the original line of scrimmage here. So no gain. Second down and 10 on their own 30-yard line. For the Rockets, they send a guy in motion. And up the middle they go. To Jace Jenkins once again. Jenkins on the season. comes in, averaging about 5.5 yards a carry. He's got 670 yards, 5 rushing touchdowns. Young also has 5 rushing touchdowns. Gains about 4 there. And it's 3rd down, 3rd and 6. Ball marked on the 34-yard line. First 3rd down of the game, and up under center for the first time is Young. And he keeps it himself, scrambling across midfield. There he goes. Touchdown. 66-yard touchdown run by Matt Young on the keeper on 3rd down, and Neenah strikes first.
Well, he set his rockets a full blast. Once he got through the second arm tackle, he just took off. And that's why with these running backs and quarterbacks, the people that run all the time, you need to be able to wrap up using your whole body, not just your arms.
What a start here for Neenah as they take the early lead. Lines are down for the extra point. Young to Holder. Kick is up, and it is good. 9:59 remaining here in the first quarter. Neenah strikes first. It is 7-0 Rockets. Back after this on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream Game of the Week.
My name is Mike Pastorelli, and I am the auto buying specialist for Fox Communities Credit Union. I just really enjoy helping people and make sure that they get the best bang for their dollar when they walk into a car lot. I've met members at car dealerships and helped them sit down with the salesperson, whatever you need me to do. It's exciting. Buying a new car, getting it home for the first time. They know that they got the most car for the monthly payment that they wanted to spend. We help make life happen.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Back here in Kaukauna, where Neenah has jumped out to the early lead of 7-0 after a nice drive. Started on their own 20 after the leadoff kick was booted into the end zone. So just a couple of plays, 80 yards, capped off by a 66-yard run by Matt Young, the quarterback, on the keeper on a 3rd down. And it is 7-0. This one boots into the air, and that one is taken at about the 15-yard line, still on his feet. Trying to bust through is Carson Sipple. He is our main guy on offense. You will hear his name a lot as we come out there on offense. It'll be Finley Dorio, the sophomore quarterback, starting from week 4. Only a sophomore. And then Hunter Nachop, one of the team captains. Carson Sipple, who you just saw on the run back, heavily recruited by FCS teams. And it will be Kaukauna ball on their own 30-yard line. 9:52 remaining here in this first quarter. Handoff goes for about a yard.
Well, this is a big drive, Joey, for the Galloping Ghost because they need to find out how to get this crowd back into it, all excited. Homecoming, pregame festivities, being able to have the horse on the field, galloping through the field. A couple first downs here just reminds the crowd that, hey, it was a busted run that we just could not cover up. We have a chance to get right back into this game.
Gain of 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9 on the 31-yard line. Here is the handoff. That goes to Hunter Nachop, and he spins his way across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Nachop has a first down. Nachop, their leading rusher on the year, coming in over 300 yards rushing, 5 touchdowns, averaging about 5.5 per carry, and he got more than that there, up to the 42.
This might be the night for power runs.
And so it is 1st and 10 on the 42-yard line. You see the clock running there with just under 9 minutes remaining. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful Friday evening here in Northeast Wisconsin. 4 wide receivers to choose from, and then we have a false start that's going to get called on Kaukauna. This will be our first penalty of the game.
It appeared one of the receivers from the cluster moved his leg a little bit, a little anxious on the snap.
So they'll back him up 5 yards. It will be first down and 15. Now on the 37-yard line. Dorio coming in. 8 throwing touchdowns. Yeah, averaging about 8 yards per completion, about 650 yards completing on the season. Big game here tonight in Kaukauna. Again, beautiful conditions. Setting up 3 wide receivers to the left instead. They do hand it off, and this is Nachop, and he is wrapped up and taken down. Young in there on the stop, along with, let's see here, Trevor McGinnis also in there. 6'3", 180-pound linebacker, a junior. His defense from Neenah could stepping up here early on in Kaukauna. No gain on the play, so second down and 15 after that penalty. Now they split the receivers mainly to the right. Shotgun formation here for Dorio. And the sophomore quarterback takes it and fires to the near side. He's got a man, and he's open across midfield inside the 45. Nachop with the reception, and a big screen play there by Kaukauna. Gets him a first down, moves him into Neenah territory.
Well, now you have Neenah doing the arm tackling where, again, it could have been limited to a 7-yard gain, broke through the arm tackle and powered through for the first down.
Up to the 42-yard line, big time pickup there for Nachop, who on the season, I'm only showing 11 receptions, about 100 yards. So it's 12th reception of the year, and now we have officials timeout for just a moment. Now they run the clock. Neenah scoring on their first drive, and Kaukauna trying to answer. Here is Nachop. He is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage, brought down there by Gabe Meixel. 6'4", 495-pound senior linebacker. Making the stop at the 40. So he did gain a couple. It'll be second down and 8 and the hurry-up offense here by the Ghosts. Nobody here to the near side. 3 receivers to the right. And quarterback keeper taking it himself. That's Weinberg, Garrett Weinberg in at quarterback now, and he scrambles up to the 30-yard line. And that's going to be close to a first down. Yes, indeed it will. So they throw in Garrett Weinberg there at quarterback, who does have 17 rushing attempts for over 100 yards. And he's in that time. A little mix up here on offense. Weinberg again will be the quarterback. 2 receivers to each side. And the lone setback is Nachop. First down and 10. Nachop takes it. Trying to find some blockers. He does inside the 20. Ball pops loose. Neenah says they have it. So does the referee. First turnover of the game. A big-time pop by the Rockets defense, and they come up with it.
Well, it happened at the right time for the Rockets to be able to get a turnover and having no answer for the running game, and just a fantastic job to get the turnover. But again, if you're the Ghosts, even with the turnover, you still feel pretty confident knowing that you were able to get consecutive first downs on the ground. And that was a great play, too, to be able to have 4 receivers out there, spread out everybody. That way, just had to get to that first layer of defense, and that's why it was a big run. Just kept fighting for extra yardage and lost the ball.
Catch a number out there. I think that's a 2-4. Yes, it is. That is Trevor McGinnis for Neenah. Gets up, walking off gingerly, but looks like he will be fine, which is always good news. 6'3", 180-pound linebacker. Just a junior. Looks like he's going to be all right. Maybe just got the wind knocked out of him. Yeah,
that's what it appears like. I'm not a doctor, but
but you play one on.
You do not want to take
on our
my
Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
You may not want to take my diagnosis, but it looked like he just had the wind knocked out of him.
So it's Neenah ball. First down and 10 on their own 21-yard line. A big-time fumble recovery. And Matt Young scored on their last play. And the snap goes awry. What happened there? The ball is still loose. It's in the end zone. Touchdown, Kaukauna. on a fumbled snap. Wow. What a turn of events there for the home team.
It appeared Young had no idea the snap took off, so that's why he was a shell shock, thinking, where did the ball go? And by the time he got back near where the ball was, he might have been the first one on it, but he dove at an awkward angle, and he had several ghosts around him and just unable to come up with it. A huge defensive play by the Ghost to be able to make up for the fumble.
Unbelievable. On for the extra point, Kyle Seefeld. This is just a chip job for this fella. It is on, and it is good. All right, new score was 6:28 remaining here in the first quarter. It is now all tied up at 7 apiece here on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
After tonight's game, get the gang over to the Hawks Nest for some wings and pizza. The new Anytime menu is available 6 a.m. to close. Be sure to try their delicious Friday night fish fry. Oh, and there's free breakfast every Saturday morning, 8 to 11. Check out the newly renovated Riverside patio and stage with live music weekly with local and national acts. And a private dock for all you boaters. The Hawks Nest, 1621 West Main Street in Little Chute.
All right, we bring it back here to Kaukauna. Joey D and Zach Morris with you on a wild Friday evening here, the 1st of October. Man, what a start to this game. We are all tied up at 7 apiece after a 66-yard touchdown run by Matt Young, then a fumble by Kaukauna, and then a fumble by Neenah. Back-to-back fumbles, and Neenah fumbled it. Just an unexpected snap from Matt Young, and it went over his head. And now we have an onside kick. Are you kidding me? And covers it. Oh, my. Zach, how about the start to this game? Oh, man. An onside kick now recovery. So they take over on the Neenah 49-yard line with 6:28 remaining here in this first quarter. What a wild game.
Well, it surprised me. I thought I had the camera all the way down the field, assuming it would be a long kickoff. So a great job. And, hey, a surprise onside kick. That would be the best time to do it.
Absolutely. Clutch game for both teams here back in. Now at quarterback is Dorio, and a little confusion on offense. And an official's timeout, I believe. Sipple is marching off. Gonna have to get a replacement for him. That's Connor Serpchak. In for him. 2 wide receivers to each side. Here is the snap and the give. 10-8 drop. Diving across the 45 down to the 44. A gain of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5. 6:15 remaining. We're only in the first quarter. We have seen everything from a long touchdown run, couple of fumbles, a recovery in the end zone, a recovery on onside kick. I love it. Week 7 of high school football. This is fabulous. 2nd down and 5 on the 44-yard line. Shotgun once again. And a give to Natrop. Up to about the 40, not good for a first down. It'll be 3rd down and short here for the Galloping Ghosts.
Well, this is a great looking offense right now. If you're able to run like this the whole entire game, you're in full control. So we'll see the Rockets, because they find a way to just match this running game, because so far we've only seen Kaukauna do everything on the ground.
And they run up to the line of scrimmage. 4 wideouts again, shotgun formation, 3rd down and 1 on the 40-yard line. One man goes in motion. And off to the right side, they got the first down inside the 35. That is Noah Hoffman, their second leading rusher on the season. Averaging about 4 yards a carry. Does have 1 touchdown rushing on the season. They will move it up to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Ghosts. They were here not too long ago. See if they can connect this time. Clock runs at 4:45 remaining. Hoffman, the lone setback. And a snap to Dorio. Scrambling to his left side, and he's rushed out of the pocket and taken down right there. Big number 91, Darius Jones Jr., 6'2", 220-pound linebacker. A junior. And backs him up to the 34-yard line. Check that. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Had one hand on the ball as he was going down. Luckily, even being able to hold on to the ball as he went down to the ground, got lucky there.
It is 2nd down. Forgot they got the 1st down on that last play. 2nd down and 11. Ball marked on the 34. Again, Hoffman, the ball carrier. Hit in the backfield, finding some running space, and we got a flag flying in. Usually in the area of holding.
Did a great job after he hit contact to go straight up the field, but may have been aided by a hold.
Backing up are the Galloping Ghosts and the referee, which we will get you their names here in just a second after the official call. And the man in the white hat. It's going to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so that's the only question. Where was it? And, of course, Neenah chanting, "You can't do that." Holding is the call. They'll move it back to the 43-yard line. Our referees tonight: Jay Baus, James Hebel is the man in the white hat, Dan Lost, David Altenberg, and Dwayne Colts. Last-second fill-in is what I'm told. It's Colts. Pass is complete. Nice snag. Nolan Hall hauls it in. His 8th catch of the year. 135 yards catching, coming in on his first 7 catches, and that one is a big-time haul in from Hall inside the red zone.
So now you're seeing the Ghosts being able to run the ball, and now if they can pass, because you have the Rockets so worried about the run, this is an opportunity where you can show that we are a powerful offense to be worried about.
Dorio takes the snap and a handoff up to about the 15-yard line.
But here's a situation for the Rockets. They can still get bailed out in this situation. Just have to hold on these set of downs and make it a long field goal or a tough 4th down conversion. Much as this whole drive has gotten out of hand, you can still be in control of it. But that's a big 1st down, especially after a holding call.
That was huge, exactly. That's the 2nd penalty called in the game. Both of them called on Kaukauna. 2nd down and 8. The ball on the 15-yard line. Clock runs inside, 3 minutes to go. Fake handoff, and again the toss outside and hauled in by Hall. The sophomore to sophomore connection there for Kaukauna. And he did get out of bounds up to near the 10-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and about 3. Clock stops with 2:42.
So again, a big 3rd down. Now the question is, are you prepared for the run for Neenah, or are you worried about the pass?
This drive starting on the Neenah 49 after an onside kick. That was successfully recovered by the Galloping Ghosts. Here we go, 3rd down and 3 on the 10-yard line. Snap and the handoff wrapped up right away, right at the line of scrimmage. Hoffman might have got a yard or 2. It is 4th down. What happens here for the Ghosts?
Great job by the Rockets being able to shoot the gaps, and I think you're going to see a similar play, and we'll see if the Rockets can get there first before the ball carrier.
4th down and about 1. Ball marked on the 8-yard line. Here's a quick snap. Huffman takes it. He's ankle tackled, and Neenah will take over. Big time defensive stop by the Rockets. Oh, boy. What a start to this game. Neenah gets it inside their own 10, but man, what a big stop that was after the momentum was building for the Ghosts after recovering an onside kick. Now it's Neenah football on their own 7-yard line with 2:04 remaining after the turnover on downs.
Well, great job by the Rockets. That's why you never give up, no matter how far these drives can go inside your own territory.
Young in at quarterback. Hard count, takes the snap, hands it off. Trying to find some breathing room. Might have got across the 10 to the 11-yard line. About a 3 or 4 yard pickup. It'll be second down.
But now it's been so long since the Neenah's offense has been on the field, so to get this tempo back might take a few plays.
It's true. That drive took about 4.5 minutes off of the clock. And now they take over here with 2:04. But now we're down to about 90 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7 on their own 11-yard line. Barking out the plays. Now they finally get it set. Guy goes in motion. Looked like a jet sweep, but instead the toss out. Across the 15. And a nice open field tackle on Jackson Schloman was the carrier. 6'2", 170-pound junior coming around on the jet sweep that took a little while to develop. Did get a few yards. It's going to be 3rd down and short. Under a minute left to play. This might be it for the first quarter. A lot of personnel changes here, though, for the Rockets coming in late here. Young gets the sign. Running in was Bryce Brunell, big fullback. Clock winds down near 30 seconds. It is 3rd down and 1 on their own 18-yard line. And wrapped up in the backfield, taken down for a loss. A Kaukauna defense coming up big as Jace Jenkins had nowhere to go, and it is 4th down. That should do it for quarter number 1.
Too many ghosts right in the backfield the second that ball was snapped. Just a perfect defensive call there by the Ghost.
All right, so that will do it, and we will head to quarter number 2. Unless they can get the snap off real quick. Nope, they cannot. End of 1 quarter. Man, what a quarter it was. This is just nuts. We'll come back and tell you how things have gone so far. 7-7 is our score here in Kaukauna between Kaukauna and Neenah. Back after this.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong. Our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology. And our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
Back here in Kaukauna, what a wild first 12 minutes of football there. A 66-yard touchdown run by Mad Young. Then a fumble, and a Kaukauna touchdown on a fumble return. Then an onside kick recovery, then a turnover on downs. That's all where we sit now, 4th down. Showing punt formation, looked like they were trying to get them to jump, but they did not. So our first punt of the game. That was a boomer. Look at that thing roll. Inside the 15. What a bounce for Neenah. It'll be Kaukauna football to open up quarter number 2. But my goodness, what a difference a turf makes every now and then, huh, Zach?
Well, that's the risk you take when you let the ball bounce because you never know how long it can bounce
He had no choice.
for.
He had to let that go.
That's why you see some players now, if you do jump on a ball that's bouncing, you have to be very careful when to do that. But if you were able to cover up with a 40, I mean, you're going to save about 20, 25 yards in field position. So a great break for the Rockets to change this field around.
All right, here we go. Kaukauna will have it for the third time tonight. And their sophomore quarterback hands it off and running. Here to the near side. Here comes Hunter Natrop. Dragged down across the 45. Kyle Schultz dragged him down. Big time pickup there on first down at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10, Kaukauna. What a way to start this drive.
Neenah's got to make an adjustment in that formation, because when you have their backfield all scattered away from the cover of the 4 receivers, it gives a wide open lane if these blockers are able to make that first block.
1st and 10 on their own 46-yard line. Little play action fake. Toss over the middle. It is complete. Still on his feet. Inside the 20. Taken down there. Jacob Brockman. I watched him in warm-ups. They worked on that play several times, and they just executed it to perfection inside the 15-yard line. Down to the 12 is where they're going to mark it. 1st down and 10.
I mean, 2 plays to completely flip the field.
Brockman only his 9th catch of the season. This time a handoff going up the middle. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run by Hunter Natrop, and Kaukauna takes the lead. Boy, that didn't take long. Natrop with the 12-yard run, and that drive took under a minute. That was just a couple of plays. Natrop, his 6th touchdown run of the season, leading the team. And the kick is up. It is gonna be good. Your new score with 10:59 remaining here in the 2nd quarter. It is now Kaukauna 14 and Neenah 7. Back after this.
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. For those that have a mortgage, it's important to review it very frequently. It's at minimum annually. Many of our members have taken the opportunity to cash out some money to put in that backyard pool that you've been seeing down the road, or consolidate debt, or pay off your loan faster to match your retirement. That's why we're here to help, right? We're here to help them succeed financially. End of story.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Yeah, do not adjust your screen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That's what we have. We've only played 13 minutes of football. It's 14-7 right now. Kaukauna is leading Neenah after the 12-yard run by Hunter Natrop. Less than a minute. They started that drive, remember, after the big bounce on the kickoff by Neenah. They started on their own 12. They made that look way too easy, Zach. Unbelievable. It's just been a wild game. Love it. A little fumble there on about the 10-yard line. Picked up. Still on his feet, though, across the 30, across midfield. Finally pushed out of bounds, just adding to the wildness of this one. Neenah will get it on the Kaukauna 46-yard line to start this drive. 10:47 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Wow. And we do have a flag down. Everybody marching backwards.
As usual, good kick return is always aided by a hold or a block in the back somewhere.
This will be Neenah's first penalty of the game. So they will get it on their own. Boy, that is a big time.
And this is a big drive now for the Rockets to be able to get some momentum. I mean, all the energy right now is all going the Ghost way. So they need to just let their offense get in a groove and something, because if you can just maintain this drive for a while and tie this game up, whatever happened those last 2 drives, you're still in a great situation.
That ends up being like about a 40, 45-yard penalty. Jenkins, the ball carrier, instead of being across midfield, they start on their own 15-yard line. And he gains about 3 there. It'll be 2nd down and 7. All marked up on the 18-yard line. Just a crazy, crazy game so far. I'm loving every second of this. We still got a lot to play. Over 10 minutes here in the first half. It's 14-7, Kaukauna with the lead on some wacky, wacky plays. Young back to pass, little play action, looking to the near side and overthrows his intended receiver, Jackson Schloman. And good coverage on the play by both Peyton Miller and Carson Van Dinter. Very, very young team here for Kaukauna. Another sophomore out there with Van Dinter. Miller Jr. We have some big-time leaders, though, with Sipple and Natrop. Very young team, though, for Kaukauna. As I look up and down the roster. Here we go, 3rd down and 7. Clock stopped with 10:03 remaining here in the first half. Young backs up in the shotgun formation. Sends a man in motion, little jet sweep fake. Back to pass, plenty of time. Rolling to his left, fires, and it is incomplete. Had a guy out there, but boy, you got to throw across your shoulder like that. That is a tough, tough pass. Intended for either Jenkins or Schloman. They were both out there, and it's going to be 4th down. Punt team is on for the Rockets.
Yeah, tough break now for the Rockets. A lot of stress will be on this defense, just trying to maintain this game on defense, be able and just try not to fall into this pit of despair where you have the homecoming crowd for Kaukauna going nuts and just trying to keep this a 1-possession game.
And back deep is Noah Hoffman. Another special teams play here for Kaukauna, and they get it after the block punt. Unbelievable. Oh, man. They're going to take over on the Neenah 5-yard line. 1st and goal for Kaukauna. What else could go on in this game here, Zach?
Well, if you want to plan a homecoming game, everything right now is going exactly the way you want it to be. You're having offense, special teams, defense, everything you possibly can think of, you're able to do that. And that shows you how tough this is right now for Neenah. But even if they do score, it's still a 2-possession game. Still plenty of time.
And off right side, Huffman is taken down. Good tackle. Just after the line of scrimmage. And who got him? That would be Trevor McGinnis in on the stop for the Rockets. 2nd down and goal. Inside the 5, he gained 2. 2nd and goal on the 3-yard line after the black punt. This game has had everything. And we still had 9:18 remaining here in the first quarter, or the first half. 2nd down and goal on the 3. Huffman alone setback. He takes it. No. Quarterback keeper diving across. Did he get it? I see no signal yet. He is down. Dorio trying to get it, and now the hurry-up offense on the 1-inch line. This time the give, and he is in. Noah Huffman, the 1-yard touchdown run. And Kaukauna extends their lead. And again, that didn't take long.
Well, the Ghost did the easy thing, which is a very hard thing to do. When you get the ball to the 5-yard line, just go 5 more yards for that touchdown. It's easier said than done in those situations, but they did what they needed to do. Now up 22-7.
The extra point team is out. Seafield, great leg. And a UW commit. Boots it through and extends the lead. It is now 21-7 with 8:44 remaining in the first half. Back after this.
The low hum of heavy equipment, the drone of power tools, the swift movement of boots on the ground as craftspeople work safely and efficiently. These are the sounds of an active construction site, the core of our business. At Myron Construction, our teammates carry out the crucial job of bringing our clients' dreams to life. They hold in their hands the tools to make something out of nothing and build structures that will stand the test of time. Together, we are building excellence.
Yeah, ho-hum, just another score. We bring it back here on our Fox Community Credit Union video stream game of the week. What a game so far, 21-7. Kaukauna scoring, taking advantage of the blocked punt inside the 10-yard line. So that only took, a minute and 6 seconds off of the clock. Capped off by a 1-yard run by Noah Huffman. That's where we stand. 21-7 is our score. Gavin boots it to the end zone. Gavin is actually the UW commit. That was my bad. The Kyle's being looked at all over the place, too. They got some good kickers here in Kaukauna. And it will be Neenah football on their own 20-yard line. Still plenty of football to be played. 8:44 just in the first half. But Neenah's got to get it going, and they have to do it pretty soon. Overcoming crowd, you can hear them right in front of us. Jam-packed here, both sides. Lots of red, lots of orange and black. Love it, love it, love it. Young takes it himself. Still on his feet. Across the 40 to the 41-yard line, a 21-yard quarterback keeper, and that's maybe a little spark plug that Neenah needs here.
Well, and that's exactly what the Rockets needed. I mean, that last drive, not getting a first down was just a little bit tough because your defense was not going to have much rest, and especially with the block punt, no rest for a goal-to-goal situation. So a great job. Just get a first down, just get a couple more, and just try to put some more points on the board, and you're right back into this, regardless how loud it has been here the last 10 minutes.
Sends a man in motion. Instead, he does hand it off, going to the left side with it. Down near the 50-yard line, Jace Jenkins. Jenkins, their leading rusher on the season, coming in. Almost 700 yards, 5 rushing touchdowns, averages about 5.5. Got a little bit more than that on that play, as they will mark it right at the 50-yard line. It's going to be second down and 1. 9-yard pickup for Jenkins. If he gets into the open field, look out. Jace can take off. There's a snap. Dropping back to pass. Shuffled out of the pocket and taken down near the original line of scrimmage there. I'm not sure if he got the first down or not. A nice hit by Will Campbell. Coach telling me before the game, you're probably going to call his name a lot. Will Campbell is a heck of a player.
Well, a great decision by Young to be able just to get near the first down and not taking a loss.
I mean, that is, whew, the nose of the football is just inches away from that first down. Third down and officially 1 yard, but you can see it. Quarterback sneak, I would imagine. Yes, gets the push from behind from his big fullback. Give credit to Bryce Brunell, 220-pound senior, saying get across that first down, and he does. Just does get enough. First and 10, the market on the 47, so gain of a couple. Clock run, 6:45 remaining in this first half. Neenah back with the football here. Young will play action. He will keep it and gang tackled at about the 44, so he might have gained about 3 or 4 yards on that one.
And this is the type of drive the Rockets needed to be able to keep the ghosts off the field. You don't want them back on offense, especially for how that offense is just clicking at all cylinders and you're unable to stop it. The best way is let your defensive players that play one way get a breather, get prepared, and just maintain the flow of the game where you're not going up and down every play when the ghosts have the ball.
Neenah with it for the 5th time this evening. They scored on their opening drive, in case you forgot about that. A 66-yard run by Matt Young to open up this game. They've had nothing until now. Nice strike up near the 35-yard line. That one is hauled in by Trevor McGinnis. And move the chains here for Neenah.
Great job by McGinnis. I mean, he was between two defenders, just doing a great job to hold on to that. It's not an easy thing to do when you have defenders on each side, especially you also want to hold on to that ball and prepare for impact.
McGinnis has only played in a couple of games this year. But a big time first down pickup there on the 35-yard line. Clock runs with 5.5 left to play. And off to Jenkins, wrapped up right away. You can hear the Kaukauna faithful right in front of us. There you go. Probably got a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. After the handoff to Jace Jenkins, spelled J-A-S-E. Jenkins. Don't see that too often. J-A-S-E. 2nd and 9 with 5 minutes left to play. And a whistle. Officials timeout. And now they wind the clock. Jumble backfield, no wide receivers. A couple of slot receivers, I should say. Shotgun formation. Again, the jet sweep is shown, and the jet sweep is taken inside the 15-yard line. Ethan Snyder takes it. And caught the Kaukauna defense off guard there. Moving the football, moving the chains again. Down to the 15-yard line. I like that play call.
It was a perfect play call. I mean, being able to stretch it outside, not having any defenders covering that area. That's what you want to do, continuing this drive. Another big first down. Now you're taking time off the clock. Again, this drive is exactly what the doctor ordered for Neenah.
1st and 10 on the 15-yard line. They send a guy in motion once again. They fake the sweep, and Young takes it himself. That was a totally drawn-up play for him to try and gain a few yards, in which he did. It'll be 2nd down at about 8. Looks like they will mark it on the in between the 13 and 14-yard line. So give him just one. 2nd and 9 on the 14. Personnel changes there for the Rockets. Approaching the 4-minute mark. What a game it has been so far. 21-7. Kaukauna leading, but again, Neenah knocking on the door. One wide receiver out to the far right side. Jumbled backfield, and now another guy goes out there. Instead, the hand to Jenkins inside the 10, diving.
That was a big dive, where he dived a little bit earlier than he needed to, but he knew if he can fall just for a couple more yards, this makes 3rd down a little bit easier, and this is going to be 4-down territory for Neenah.
Absolutely.
Hard to imagine they wouldn't try their best to put a touchdown on the board.
3rd and 4 officially marked on the 9, even though it's between the 8 and the 9.
Well, here, look at this. Right now you have hands on the hips for the Ghosts. A little bit tired, but a chance to bail out this whole drive.
Jenkins on own setback. Young takes the snap and will hand it to Jenkins. Trying to find some room. He has nowhere to go. A nice ankle tackle there inside the 10-yard line, taken down by Owen Moss, and it's going to be 4th down. Like you said, it is definitely 4-down territory here, and we'll see what Coach Steve Young comes up with. And probably going to want to talk things over. Indeed, Neenah takes a timeout. It'll be 4th down with 3 to go. Ball marked on the 8-yard line. Take a quick timeout, Tam. Be back after this.
After tonight's game, get the gang over to the Hawks Nest for some wings and pizza. The new Anytime menu is available 6 a.m. to close. Be sure to try their delicious Friday night fish fry. Oh, and there's free breakfast every Saturday morning, 8 to 11. Check out the newly renovated Riverside patio and stage with live music weekly with local and national acts. And a private dock for all you boaters. The Hawks Nest, 1621 West Main Street in Little Chute.
want to thank all of our fine sponsors here this evening: Fox Communities Credit Union, Myron Construction, East Wisconsin Savings Bank, and the Hawks Nest for bringing you high school football here tonight. How about this one? 21-7. It is 4th down and 3. Ball marked on the 8-yard line. Crowd going nuts, and now Kaukauna will take a timeout, which I believe will be there first.
Well, and here's the thing about taking timeouts right now. In the first half, this is a great idea because for the Rockets, the game could teeter at this moment. If you're unable to get a touchdown and the Ghosts fly their way down and score another, then you're down by 3 touchdowns. So you want to make sure this is the play call that you want. And same thing for the Ghosts, being able to call a timeout because now you saw the offense. Now you can scheme now for this play.
Big time game here tonight as you see the upcoming schedule here for Kaukauna. They get Abilene East and then, oh yeah, Kimberly to round out the season for them. Up and down season. Talk about up and down. How about Neenah? Win, loss, win. And they get Kimberly as well. So both of these teams get the pleasure of playing the Kimberly Papermakers. So this is a big-time game when you're talking about you don't have to be above 500 in your conference, but this would be a big-time boost for one of these teams. Whoever does walk out of here, it's not a guarantee, but it's looking a lot better as far as the playoffs go for both of these teams. And here we go, 4th down and 3. Crowd coming alive on a 8-yard line. Couple of guys go in motion. Young with a hard snap, trying to draw him off. And we do have a flag. I think he drew his own guys off. No, they did draw Kaukauna. Encroachment is the call. And that's going to lead to a 1st down and goal. Oh, what a costly penalty on the Galloping Ghost. My, oh, my.
Well, a great job by Young using the snap, just the cadence to be able to draw someone off sides.
I really thought somebody in white jumped, but I guess not.
I mean, that is the best time. If you're going to have the long cadence count, do it right there, especially with a home crowd for Kaukauna. I'm surprised the players were able to hear it, and someone just wanted that extra oomph and did it at the wrong time.
1st and goal on the 5-yard line. Young will take it himself, looking for a few blockers, and he got in. On the quarterback keeper, Young scores for the 2nd time tonight, and Neenah is back within a score.
Well, great job by the Rockets. The momentum just on the Ghost side all first half. Outside the first play for the Rockets, but a great job to be able to just find a way, being able to keep your calm, even down by 2 touchdowns, and being able to knock this down to a 7-point deficit and taking a lot of time off the clock.
On for the extra point, it is kicker Grant Dean. And missed it. It is not going to be 21-14, still a 1-score game, but they missed the extra point. And with 2:47 remaining, your new score, 21-13. Back after this.
East Wisconsin Savings Bank.
Back here on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week, Joey D and Zach Morris with you. What a wild game it has been so far. We still got a lot of football to be played. 2:47 here in just the first half. It's 21-13. Neenah capitalizing on a big-time penalty, an encroachment penalty that gave Neenah the 1st and goal. Then they score, but, Zach, they missed the extra point.
Yeah, and well, you're going to be playing catch-up in this game, so you have a chance to make that up in the next time they do score a touchdown. So, but just being able to put a touchdown is huge.
Second touchdown run from Matt Young, and this one will bounce into the end zone. And again, Kaukauna will start on their own 20 with 2:47 remaining here in the first half. After a 5-yard run by Young earlier in the game to open up the game. He had a 66-yard run, and it looked like Neenah was off and running, but then back came Kaukauna, scoring on a fumble touchdown. They scored on a 12-yard run by Hunter Natrop, 1-yard run by Noah Hoffman. That's where we sit right now. Speaking of avoiding defenders left and right, look at Hoffman go. Across a 45, a 25-yard run by Noah Hoffman. And the half is far from being over.
Just a great job to be able to have the patience to stop, let the defenders fly all over around you, and then continue the run. Like 3 situations, that run should have been over, but a great job.
Came in their second leading rusher.
To have that field vision is amazing.
Oh, yeah. Back to pass, a sophomore. In a little bit of trouble as Dorio has to get rid of it. Throws it at the feet of a defender. On the coverage is Coy Rajette. And did they throw a flag on that one?
There is
a flag. Not for what I thought it might have been intentional grounding, but no, he was out of the pocket, so this is going to go on Neenah. You can hear the Kaukauna faithful clapping. Looks like maybe a hold. Depends on where it was at. Official picking up the flag right at the 50-yard line. Still no official call. Where are they going to mark this one? Kaukauna running out to run the play, but the officials have not yet marked the football.
If it's holding.
Might have been the 5-yard hold. Yep. Yeah, 10 yards from the previous spot, so they will mark it across midfield. That's a second penalty on Neenah here in the first half. Kaukauna has 3. So
well, the Rocket players were looking, hey, here's a holding call. Yeah. That's on the Ghost. Not quite, because you can still have defensive holding.
On the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Plenty of time here for this Kaukauna offense. Dorio takes the snap. Looking left, looking right. He scrambles, takes it himself. He's got to tuck it and run. And the sophomore is knocked down after a gain of about 2. Always a dangerous play, but in on the stop over there, I see Dane Newman. 5'9", 170-pound senior for Neenah. And now the clock stops with, no, it didn't stop. Keeps on going.
Now stopped. It's a little confusion.
2:15. No, it keeps going. They're running it on the 38-yard line. It stopped for like a second, and then it started running.
Well,
again.
The goal here now for Neenah is just do what you can to keep the Ghosts out of the end zone.
Yep.
And you're going to call that a win going into halftime.
38-yard line, 2nd down and 8. 2-minute warning of the first half. Dorio, sophomore quarterback with Huffman to his right. Scrambles to his right, had a receiver and incomplete. Threw it right at the feet of Jacob Brockman. Looked like he might have caught it, but the referee was right there. And even if he would have caught it, had his knee down, he'd been down right away. But it falls incomplete, so the clock will stop now with 1:41.
Almost a surprise that it wasn't a run by Kaukauna, knowing how well the running game has worked today. Because now with that, you stop the clock and give Neenah prime position to get out of this drive and enough time with 2 timeouts to try to get some points before half.
That's a good point. Dorio probably should have just tucked it and run there.
But this is the formation they do run a lot out of.
3rd down and 8. Dorio to his right. Looking, has some protection, has to be run out of bounds knocked out a little late, no flag. I think it'll go down officially as a sack because he may have, he lost some yardage on that one. It's going to be 4th down and long, and the clock stops with 95 seconds left. Neenah going to get the ball back here with a chance. We'll see, 4th down and 9 on the 39. Punt team is on for the Galloping Ghosts. Each team with 2 timeouts. And if indeed this is no, they're going for a field goal here. On the 46, that's a 56-yard field goal attempt, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. It is up. And I think somebody got it right there at the line. It is no good. He's got the leg. There is no doubt about that. It's Gavin Lamb. That guy is headed to University of Wisconsin next year, but I think somebody got it at the line, right? Somebody had to.
It was hard to tell to see if someone had it, but the projection angle, because when you're attempting 50-yard field goals, you have to. It changes the whole dynamic, and if you don't do it on a normal basis, maybe you're not prepared. But because someone tipped it, I mean, you're right, Joey. Someone had to tip it. The fact that
somebody got it,
because Neenah has the ball at the 20-yard line.
Fortunately, we don't have instant replay, but somebody got it. Just the trajectory of what that football did. Here we go, 95 seconds left. Young will take it himself to the 25-yard line, and both teams with 2 timeouts. See how much time Neenah lets run down here. They're within a score. Again, the big thing is they missed an extra point last time that they scored after that run by Young. Missed the extra point. Let's see if that comes into play. They keep on letting that clock tick down. We're down to about a minute left to play. He's scrambling. Little protection now. He takes off running. Still on his feet. Get up to about the 30. 50 seconds and tick, tick, tick. And now we've got, it looks like maybe, timeout called by Neenah.
And it's not a bad strategy because I believe Coach Young wants to be in the situation that if they throw a turnover, because I believe in one of these few next plays, it's going to be a deep pass. You don't want to give Kaukauna a lot of time to go down the field before half.
Joey D and Zach Morris with you here. Live at Kaukauna High School. What a game we have going on, 21-13. Our next game will be coming up next week. Next Friday, it will be Battle of Oshkosh, North and West. And again, about a 7 o'clock kickoff for that one. That's our next game here on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. So Neenah uses that timeout. They have 1 left with 46 seconds. They're on their own 29-yard line. It's 3rd down and short. Young up under center. And the handoff. Jace takes it. Jenkins got the 1st down. Across the 35, about the 37 or 38-yard line. So the clock will stop momentarily. And then it'll restart. Hurry up mode here for Neenah. Trying to score late here in this wacky first half. Here's Young, all kinds of time. Going downfield, it is incomplete, intended for Ben Basler. And on the coverage, Brandon Van Asten. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. On their own 37-yard line is where they mark it with 24 seconds left to play.
And enough time to have 2 more deep throws. And even if it does get intercepted and not too much of a run back, you're in a good situation if you're Neenah. But if you're Kaukauna, if you can get your hands on an interception, try to find those blockers quickly.
Young with the protection that he needs. Fires it across the middle, almost intercepted. Went in and out of the hands of 2 different Kaukauna Ghosts. That was 43. But 2 different Ghosts had their hand on it. Falls incomplete, and with 20 seconds left, it'll be 3rd down and 10 on their own 37-yard line as we approach halftime. band on the other side. Love to see them, as you mentioned pregame, seeing a band on the field doing everything before the game. That was really cool. They're getting ready to do their halftime stuff. Homecoming tonight here in Kaukauna, but Neenah has a football. 3rd down and 10 on their own 30-70-yard line. Back to passes, Young looking deep and way overthrows his intended receiver. That would be Jackson Schloman. Sipple was there on the coverage. It's going to be 4th down and 10 and 14 seconds left. With a couple of timeouts, we've seen some crazy special teams play here tonight. If they can get another block punt,
well, that's
they're in business.
Huge situation. You want to avoid a situation where you have another block punt, but you're going to see the Ghosts just go out for this, because once you get it once, you believe you can block it again.
Bring the machine. Here they come. And they didn't get it this time. Huffman races across, and he will not have room to haul it in. And so with 8 seconds left here in the first half, Kaukauna will have it. Just kneel her down here. You're up.
You nail it right now. Just going to halftime, up by 8. We've seen long plays, but you're going to have quite a few Rockets just standing back just to make sure if they're going to try a long throw, we're prepared. But we'll find out, because if I'm the Ghost, I would just – you have ideas we can make a long play in these situations, but it's always safer if to go to half.
Yep. And the kneel down is taken. So we head to halftime. What a first half that was. Halftime score, Kaukauna 21 and Neenah 13. How about first half thoughts here, Zach Morris?
Well, it was an exciting first half with a lot of explosion plays. I mean, usually you get a couple maybe throughout the whole game, and not throughout the first half. Neenah with that first strike, you're thinking they're on fire, but Kaukauna did a great job. They did fumble in their first possession, but after that, they've been rock solid other than the turnover and down. So they're feeling pretty confident going to halftime. If you're Neenah, you were able to have a couple defensive stops. You found a way to have your offense get back on track. So both teams are actually probably going to halftime feeling pretty good.
Matt Young, both scores for Neenah. The opening drive, a 66-yard run that capped off an 80-yard drive after the opening kickoff went into the end zone. Just a couple plays later, Matt Young was in, and it was 7-0 Neenah, and they were rolling. Then Kaukauna fumbled, then Neenah fumbled. Kaukauna recovered that one for a touchdown. Then we had a turnover on downs. Hunter Nadrop went in on a 12-yard run. We had a block punt. Noah Huffman went in on a 1-yard run after that block punt. 5-yard run by Matt Young, but then the missed extra point. And then a blocked 56-yard field goal attempt by Kaukauna. That kind of half. My goodness. So Kaukauna won the toss. They deferred to the second half. They will get the football first here on homecoming night here in Kaukauna. We will take a little bit of a break and come back with second half action. It's our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. Home values have really skyrocketed, and it would just make sense that now would be the time to take a look at your home equity. Having a home equity line in place will always be there for you in case of the rainy day, or you want to start up that business, or purchase that car that you never thought was going to come for sale. To be able to have that security blanket is really critical in someone's life cycle.
Fox Communities Credit Union. First Wisconsin Savings Bank.
All right. Halftime entertainment is winding down here in Kaukauna as we bring it back on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. I am Joey D alongside Zach Morris. What a game we have going on here. 21-13. And Zach, we're only at halftime. I mean, it's just been, we've seen a little bit of everything. I know it's cliche, but it's true. That first half had a little bit of everything. So my question to you. Put yourself in the shoes of Matt Bensfield. Put yourself in the shoes of Steve Young. What are you telling your teams right now?
Well, the way I look at it for Kaukauna is we are running everything the way we want to. They're able to run their playbook. They've been working well on the ground game. That has been their success. But now the passing game has been opened up because of the runs. So now you're looking at a situation where you can do whatever you want on offense. I mean, granted, from a turnover on downs, that's been it. I mean, this has been offense has been non-stop so far, besides that one stop right before halftime. So you're looking at a situation that you can do whatever you want and just being able to keep that flow and just taking the crowd from the homecoming team. I mean, that's what you want to do. That home crowd right now is just loud, and I think that gives a lot of energy for the Ghosts. As for Neenah, this game was on the verge of just being out of control, being down 14 and not able to get that touchdown. You're probably looking at being down 3 scores. So a great.
Remember, they scored just 2 minutes into the game. They scored first.
And they scored first.
Yeah.
And to be that shows you how fast this game changed with a block punt. Then you had the snap over Young's head. I mean, granted, for how bad it got in that 7-minute stretch, they found a way to keep their composure. And that's a tough thing to do. And that shows you from Coach Steve Young to be able to send that message to the team. Hey, granted, for how bad this is with the crowd in full force for the Ghosts, it's not over till it's over. And now, granted, if that wouldn't happen probably mid-first instead of, let's say, middle of the third quarter, who knows? I mean, that probably could have taken them out of the game. So to be down by 8, you're going to take that and feel pretty confident. So right now for the Rockets, just take whatever worked in that late second quarter and just continue with it.
Remember any homecomings in your day?
A lot of blowouts, I remember. It always seemed the home team had that, just you take that energy from the homecoming parade and the festivities all week, and you just been able to carry it throughout the game.
Oh, we had some fun back in small town southern Indiana, mid-90s. Oh, I got some stories, but not that I will be able to tell on the air here, but man, we had some fun. I remember homecomings and just walking through the crowd here at halftime, heading down to get some more water and stuff. I mean, the kids, they love this. This atmosphere is just unbelievable, especially with the temperatures that we have right now. I mean, I'm showing still, we got to still be at like 70. Let me see here. I'm showing still here at 8:27. We have exactly 70 degrees still. I mean, these conditions are just unheard of here. It's October 1st. Love it. And we have the conditions for second half action as Kaukauna won the opening toss and they deferred to the second half. So they will return it.
And a great job. I mean, most teams defer, but this is the way the Kaukauna Ghosts wanted to have a chance to increase their halftime lead.
And taken inside the 5. A lot of times you see those just to let go, but Hoffman decides to take it, and a good decision. Here he comes down the near sideline. He's got a couple of blockers out there. Still going on his feet and inside the 10-yard line. What a run back by Noah Hoffman. Kaukauna in business to start the second half. Oh, man. That only took 15 seconds.
And that's a way to keep the crowd going throughout the next half.
It will start on the Neenah 9 officially, so it is 1st and goal after the big-time run back. I thought he was going to let it go. That's inside the 5 over his head. Usually you just let that go, start on the 20, but he's like, nope. Here we go. 1st and goal on the 9-yard line, looking to add to their lead. Here's the handoff. Running left side with it, Hunter Natrop. And he is wrapped up. Gain of about 1. They'll mark it up on the 8-yard line. 2nd down and goal. On the 8th, 30 seconds into the second half. We saw a quick strike from Neenah to start the first half. And now another quick strike here, but this one by Kaukauna after the big-time run back. I mean, we're talking, that was a good, 85-yard run back probably? They drop again, the lone setback.
Well, now the Rockets need to dig deep in this possession.
Dorio, the sophomore quarterback. Back to pass, looking left, looking right, has to scramble, takes off, and he's taken down. Nice tackle on the interior there by Caleb Letson. 6'1", 220-pound senior. For Kaukauna, wrapped him up. He was the only Neenah player there. And did he lose a yard? No, they gave him right back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and goal on the 8-yard line. Nate Trop just to the right of Dorio, who will take it himself, and he is smacked. There were 3 Neenah Rockets there to take him down. Trevor McGinnis, one of them. Oh, man, was he hit hard.
And a smart decision here, Joey, going for a field goal, up by 8. Even if they can convert this, it will make it a 2-possession game, and this is what you wanted to do going into halftime. Granted, you want a touchdown, but the way the last 3 plays have played out, if you can just get any points in this possession, it's a huge win for the Ghost.
So let's see here. 22-yard field goal attempt by Seafeld. This again should just be somewhat of a chip shot for him. And indeed it is. The 22-yarder is good, and they extend their lead. It is now a 2-possession game once again. Your new score after the long run back. 9:27 remaining here in the third quarter. It's Kaukauna 24, Neenah 13.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
Back here on homecoming in Kaukauna, a 22-yard field goal by Kyle Seafelt after the big run back on the kickoff. Set him up in 1st and goal situation. And it makes it 24-13, so at least they get some points out of it. But probably a little, that's a very short kick. Only up to about the 42-yard line. If you're Kaukauna, yes, you got points out of it, but you're thinking after that long run back, 1st and goal, you're thinking 6, not 3, right, Zach?
Yeah, man, great job by the Rockets being able to hold on that possession to only take 3 points rather than the full 7. So you'll take that. Now you just got to find out, can you keep this offense going the way they did in the second quarter?
Neenah gets it for the first time in this half with 9:26 remaining on their own 42-yard line. And that one snuffed out by the Kaukauna defense.
Checking on our YouTube stream comments, we have
go for it. What do we
Brad
got?
chiming in saying sounds like Joey D on the call, and that would be correct.
Who was that, Brad?
That was Brad.
All right, Brad. Yes, it is me.
Let us know where you're listening to the game. Just comment on our stream.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for commenting. We really, really do appreciate it. And thanks to all of our fine sponsors as well, including our primary sponsor, Fox Communities Credit Union. You see the scoreboard there at the top, 24-13, an 11-point lead here for Kaukauna. Neenah with it for the first time here in the second half. A little jet sweep once again. Trips over his own guy and falling backwards. That was Ethan Snyder on the carry, and he just flat out ran into one of his linemen and lost a yard back to the 40. It's going to be 3rd down and 12 on their own 40. just kind of a botch play overall.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough play to take, especially knowing the field position that the Rockets have. So if you're a Rockets fan, this is a huge play to get a first down.
3rd down and 12. Young takes it himself. Little play action. Fakes it to the right. Now he does throw it. He's got a receiver, but down he goes. Ben Basler caught it. But there were a couple of black jerseys right there ready to take down Ben. And it's going to be 4th down, and here comes the punt machine here for Neenah. Huffman and Sipple will go back deep for the Ghosts, and they will get it back. In control here to start the second half, and now a whistle. Little confusion there by Kaukauna, and Matt Binsfield wants to take a timeout. So we'll take a quick one as well. We got 7:34 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. It's Kaukauna 24, Neenah 13. Kaukauna to get it back after this.
As our students become young adults and follow their own unique paths, they all still have one thing in common: the need for banking to keep up with the pace of their lives. Our online account opening and integrated mobile services are designed with that in mind. And a $200 bonus for opening a qualifying new checking account makes East Wisconsin Savings Bank perfect for the next step in life.
East Wisconsin Savings Bank.
Here on homecoming night 10, Kaukauna homecoming at several different schools this evening on a beautiful night here in northeast Wisconsin. It is 4th down for the Rockets, and they will punt it away, and Huffman takes it on his own 18-yard line. Just had a big-time run back on the kickoff. Can he do the same on a punt return? He's wrapped up there. Going over to get him. Carson Clark, 6'1", about 200-pound senior. We'll get credit for that one, and so on the 3-and-out, Kaukauna will take over on their own 34-yard line, it looks like, with 7:21 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Kaukauna gets it for the 2nd time in this half. First time resulted in a 22-yard field goal by Kyle Seafeld to add to their lead. Now the sophomore quarterback sends Natrop in motion. Now we'll hand it off to him, looking for some blockers, and down he goes. I think he might even, well, yeah, they're going to give him forward progress just across the 35. But again, it looked like somewhat miscommunication there on the offense for Kaukauna. So positive yardage, but 2nd down and 9, inside 7 to go in the 3rd quarter.
I'm just trying to figure out this chant going on by the student section of
Did you hear it? What were they saying?
Some about numbers and not carrying.
I love it.
It's been 10 years since I've been in one of those sections, so I don't know.
The crowd.
They've changed over the years.
The high school football crowd scrambling out of some trouble here. This is Wyenberg, and he fires it complete. Jacob Brockman hauls it in, so Wyenberg comes in at quarterback to shake things up for this Ghost offense, and they get across midfield. Wyenberg again will be the quarterback. The hurry-up offense now on the 47-yard line of Neenah. Approaching the 6-minute mark, Wyenberg. No running backs. He fires it across the middle and incomplete. He was, I think, looking for Sipple, but Sipple wasn't looking for him. It falls incomplete. Always a dangerous pass. He had all kinds of time. Good blocking up front. Just flew it over his head.
Yeah, pass protection was not a problem on that play. Was unable to find the correct receiver. Maybe felt rushed because when you're protected that long, you have that internal clock feeling that someone's coming through. I just can't see where the guy is.
Wyenberg again, he sends Natrop in motion, and now he scrambles to his left, now to his right, directing traffic, throwing across his shoulder, almost intercepted. He threw it right to the number 2 of Jace Jenkins, right at his number. Jenkins wants that one back. That should have easily been a pick.
In that situation, you just have to throw the ball out of bounds or try to get in a situation where you can just not put the ball at risk. I mean, they were lucky. That was not an interception for the Ghost.
And Weinberg will stay in there. Nate Chop will be his running back. Clock stops with 6:10 remaining. 3rd down and 10 on their own 40s, or on the Neenah 47-yard line. Weinberg and little screen pass. It is complete. Still on his feet. It's Carson Sipple. He will go all the way. A 47-yard touchdown pass and catch to Carson Sipple, and Kaukauna extends their lead again. Weinberg to Sipple on what looked to be a screen pass. It was on 3rd down there. And they have scored on both of their possessions here in the second half. On for the extra point. That one is, once again, going to be good. 5:56 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. And Kaukauna has really opened things up here. They are now on top 31-13. Back after this.
At Myron Construction, relationships are at the core of everything we do. While our roots run deep in the Midwest, our reach has expanded nationally as we follow our clients across the country to bring their projects to life. In an ever-evolving industry that leans heavily on resourcefulness and hard work, our project teams take great pride in not only delivering successful projects, but in building lasting relationships with our clients and partners. Together, we are building excellence.
Well, in my notes from Coach Binsfeld, I was asked the coaches to email just a few little tidbits on the guys that our watchers and listeners would like to know. Carson Sipple, heavily recruited by FCS teams. That's a good thing, and we saw right there why. Man, did he turn on the afterburners on a 47-yard catch and run from the quarterback Weinberg at the time, and this one soars into the end zone, so it'll be Neenah ball on their own 20-yard line with 5:56 remaining. But Sipple scores on a 47-yard. It's credited as a pass, but just a short little dink and dunk type of situation on 3rd down.
On our YouTube comments, we have Jeff chiming in saying, watching from Sheboygan today.
Oh, all right. Hello, Sheboygan. We love you.
Sheboygan, which was pretty packed last weekend.
Oh yeah. I can imagine. I bet that was a lot of fun. I was going out of town. I was camping myself down in
Little
Iowa.
golf tournament taking place.
Yeah, that's what I heard, yeah.
Not many golf, just golf. Brought in a few people.
Just a little bit. I heard there was a good outcome, too. It has a football now after the 2-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Sheboygan, beautiful this time of year. This whole state is. It really is. This time of year is just phenomenal. I had my birthday yesterday. I always remember. I've lived here almost 20 years, and every year right around my birthday, just gorgeous. Right now we're still sitting at 70 degrees here at 8:30, 9 o'clock. Another big-time hit by the Ghost defense. And might have got a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 as we approach the 5-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Kaukauna scoring on a 22-yard field goal to open things up in this half. And that 47-yard pass, Weinberg to Sipple. And after opening up 7-0, remember, Neenah was on top 7-0, and we were only 2 minutes and 8 seconds into this game.
And now a big 3rd down just to try to get something going offensively as we're beyond the halfway point in the 3rd quarter.
Young looks things over, takes it, rolling to his right. Has a little bit of time, pressure from behind, tapped away. Good coverage by, it'll look like Caleb Bain. See that number right? Give him credit for that tap down, and the clock will stop, and the punt team again, another 3 and out, and Huffman will drop back deep for Kaukauna.
And now this is where the game can start teetering again. If Neenah can't get a stop on this next possession, it's starting to roll all the way to the Ghosts right now on homecoming night.
That took only just over a minute. And a 3 and out. Kind of showing some pressure. They had a block punt earlier. Couldn't get to that one. Bounces high in the air. Takes a little bit of a Neenah bounce. And it will be Kaukauna football. They will get it back the third time in this half already. And this time on their own 41-yard line with 4:16 remaining. So that took, that only took about a minute and a half off of the clock on that 3 and out. I want to thank all of our sponsors all season long. Fox Communities Credit Union, Myron Construction, East Wisconsin Savings Bank. I always want to bust into the jingle there. And the Hawk's Nest in Little Chute. Thank you to all of them for helping make high school broadcasts possible on both the radio and here on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for chiming in. Be sure to give us a comment, give us a like, subscribe to us. This one tossed out to the near sideline. Carson Sipple again has it.
Did not take long for the Ghosts to get already into the Rockets' territory. And this is what the defense has to figure out. You have to get a turnover. Just get something where you have your own crowd to get you back into this game. But if you're the Ghosts, hey, it's working exactly like the game plan, what you had in the first half. So far, this third quarter has been perfect.
And this time, the handoff to Nate Trop. Another good gain there down to the 37-yard line. Maybe 38. Second down and short after the run by Hunter Natrop, who came in. Their leading rusher on the season, averaging about 5.5 yards a carry. Got a little more than that on that one. Second down and we'll call it 3. On the 37-yard line. Dorio sends a man in motion. This time will tuck it and keep it himself. Nice open field ankle tackle by Grant Dean. Only a freshman, 5'11", 170-pound freshman. Looking good on that play, showing his speed, and they are going to measure. I haven't seen too many of these this year. Looks like they're going to bring in the chain gang. Have you seen this much this year? I haven't seen a measurement very much.
I think the first game of the year I've witnessed like 3 or 4, then it really dropped off. For our games at least. And I'm sure they're going all across the, across the state.
Here we go. It's where they earn their money. Got it by the nose of the football. They will move those chains 10 yards, and it's first down for Kaukauna. Keep it going here on the 34-yard line, just across the 35. Well, they got to give time to those chain gang guys. Got to give credit to them, too. All the officials and the sideline personnel. Everybody who makes this happen across all the state of Wisconsin. Love all those. Some of them do it just volunteer. First and 10 for Kaukauna on the 34-yard line. Clock runs exactly 3 minutes up to play here. Fake to Hoffman, and now the pass is incomplete. He threw it in and out of the hands of Jacob Brockman. It'll be second down and 10. I think that'd have been just better to hand it off to Hoffman there. He had a nice little hole. But the draw-up play was to throw it to the right side. It fell incomplete. Clock will stop just inside 3 minutes. See the score 31-13 on our Fox Communities Credit Union scoreboard. Second and 10. Kaukauna in control after falling down early. Just 2 minutes into the game, they were down 7-0, but ever since then, it's been the Ghost just galloping everywhere. Dorio, all kinds of time. He says, all right, I'll just take off running. Knocked out of bounds, no flag, but late little push there, a little shove from Caleb Weinberg from Neenah. And so the short pickup here, where they're going to mark it on the 30. Should be third down and about 5. So you have to get up to about the 25-yard line. So 3rd and 5 here for Kaukauna. 3:50 remaining here in the third quarter. I would imagine this might even be in field goal position for them. Seafeld's got a good leg. Dorio takes a low snap and hands it off, and going down the right hash marks, that is Noah Hoffman, and he's got a first down on a 3rd and 5, picks up about 7. And Kaukauna keeps on rolling. Heels of Noah Hoffman, the 5'11", 165-pound junior. And their 6'1", 165-pound sophomore quarterback. Again, a very young team here for Coach Matt Binsfeld. Looking pretty good here. 2.5 to go in the third quarter. Looking to add to their lead, 31-13. Dorio, a handoff. Hoffman hit in the backfield, but stays on his feet. Look at him go. Inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line. A 14-yard pickup on what it was going to be a tackle for loss. And it's 1st and goal.
We've seen these runs a few times by him, being able to be patient, use some stiff arms, and being able to just continue to keep his legs pumping for a first down. Those power runners are tough to bring down.
Hoffman scored on a 1-yard run back in the second quarter. He was looking for a second score of the game there. 1st and goal on the 9, 2-minute warning. Quarter number 3, Dorio in the shotgun. Gives. No, he throws it out to the left side to the flat. He's got a guy following a blocker, keeping the legs going. Did he turn himself in? No signal yet. I guess he's going to be just short. Natrop with the catch. That was really close, but that is about as far away from us as you can get as we sit up here in the press box.
So we have really no idea. It could be a full yard, and
Yeah.
it looks like a yard for sure away from the end zone.
Oh boy, they marked that one just shy. Here's Hoffman, second time tonight. He is in on a 1-yard touchdown plunge. And now Kaukauna up 37-13. Nice drive from Kaukauna. That started on their own 41-yard line. Took up about 3.5 minutes. Capped off by the 1-yard run. Second time tonight for Noah Hoffman. And he led that entire drive. He has been the man tonight. Minute 13 remaining in this third quarter. And the chip shot is up, and it is good. Your new score. With a minute 13 remaining, it is Kaukauna 38 and Neenah 13. Back after this.
I'm Julia Clemmy. I'm a member relationship officer. When it comes to auto loans, I like to explain to the members how the process works so that they understand how to do electronic signing, how they're going to pick up the check, where the deposit is going to come from. I can put it into slower gear for a first-time borrower, put it into overdrive for a borrower that's borrowed many times, and they can have a check within the hour. We help make life happen.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
And bring it back to Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. Kaukauna has busted this one open, 38-13 here on homecoming night in Kaukauna. Look at that football go. My goodness, what a leg. And again, Neenah will start on their own 20-yard line here now with just a minute 13 remaining here in this third quarter. On homecoming night here in Kaukauna. And again, that drive lasting about 3.5 minutes. Started on their own 41-yard line after a 3-and-out by Neenah. And it's just been all Kaukauna since that opening drive by Neenah.
I mean, Kaukauna just did a great job responding. You saw in the first drive, it led to a fumble, but this offense came to play, and they've really never let up since.
And going in motion. Instead, they hand it off. It's Jace Jenkins, their leading rusher. Gained about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6 on the 24-yard line. Less than a minute left to play. We were talking there in the break, partner. This, I don't know about to you, but this kind of surprised me. I was expecting maybe a little more of a tighter contest. We still got a quarter to go. Anything can happen, but I was expecting a little tighter. 2nd down and 6. Sends a man in motion. That's Schloman. Instead, keeps it himself. Might do it for quarter number 3. Tumbles his way up to the 28 and a whistle. And the trainer's coming out. Uh-oh. Jace Jenkins, one of their leading players, getting up gingerly, but walking off on his own. You like to see that, but you can definitely tell he's favoring his left leg or ankle.
Well, this could give Neenah time now to run a play.
That is correct, sir. They don't have to, but 20 seconds left. They are still in the huddle. Not sure they're going to. I think they're just going to march it down the other way. It's 3rd down. It's 3rd and 3, so you probably want this quarter break to talk things over, because it is a big 3rd down play. You want this quarter break, and they want it too. So we will take it as well. We head to quarter number 4. 12 more minutes of regulation left. It is Kaukauna 38 and Neenah 13, the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
As our students become young adults and follow their own unique paths, they all still have one thing in common: the need for banking to keep up with the pace of their lives. Our online account opening and integrated mobile services are designed with that in mind. And a $200 bonus for opening a qualifying new checking account makes East Wisconsin Savings Bank perfect for the next step in life.
East Wisconsin Savings Bank.
Here we go. They're not playing jump around, but we go to the 4th quarter. They just honored somebody, and apologize. I don't see exactly who they were honoring. It is homecoming night here tonight. Jam-packed here in Kaukauna. I mean, you can't fit hardly any more people on this side, and even on the other side here for Neenah. As the opening play of quarter number 4 on a very key 3rd down. I think he got it. Young took it himself. Went to the left hash mark and just lowered his shoulder. And indeed, he did get it to the 31-yard line. That's where they needed to get, was the 30. So a big time 3rd down pickup to open up quarter number 4. And Zach, they're not out of this thing.
Time is a factor, but down by 25, you can find a way to get 3 quick scores. I mean, it's possible. Your defense holds, but the first part of that whole comeback journey, you have to find a way to score on this possession.
Exactly. And off left side to the 35, maybe 36-yard line. And Jack Zemlock was the ball carrier there, 5'10", only 140-pound junior for Zemlock, their 3rd leading rusher. Does have a couple of rushing touchdowns, averages about 4 yards a carry. And that's what he got on that one. 2nd down and 6. Young sends a man in motion. Do they try the... Oh, the snap goes off of Neenah. Kaukauna recovers. Coming around on the jet sweep was Jackson Schloman. The snap went off of him. And Kaukauna was right there to jump on it on the turnover. The Ghosts will get it back. Oh, man. It's been that kind of night here tonight for Neenah.
It reminds you of just what happened on that last time when they had the ball over his head. Just not prepared. It led to the turnover, touchdown. It's just been one of those nights for Neenah. Just when you think someone starts to work, something works against you.
Another fumble. We've seen 3 fumbles here tonight, 2 by Neenah, 1 by Kaukauna. Chop with the carry on that one, up to about the 34. Gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Man, when it rains and pours, that's what it's been ever since that first drive where Neenah scored. Kaukauna has just been rolling. The breaks have been coming their way too. Neenah's kind of shot themselves in the foot several times.
Well, I think the crowd for the homecoming Ghost has worked out perfectly tonight, and that also gives them energy to give an extra oomph on plays and being able to just pop the ball free. And it's been that type of night where everything just works for the opposing team. So if you're Neenah, there's only so much you can do.
And now throwing a little wrinkle into their offense, and they want to talk things over, is Kaukauna. Looked like a little confusion. You had 3 or 4 guys running around trying to find their spot.
A couple more players ran in motion when they weren't supposed to, I believe.
Weinberg was back in at quarterback. It's been him and Dorio all night long. Again, we'll take a look at each of these teams' upcoming schedule to round out the regular season, believe it or not. My goodness, it's week 7 already. At Appleton East and then home for Kimberly to wrap things up here for Kaukauna. And I mean, this is a big, big game. Both these teams 4-2. 2-2 in the conference, an above 500 conference record. It's not a guarantee, but you qualify for the playoffs. But tough schedules for both of these teams, because then you got Kimberly and Appleton East for Neenah as well. They both take on the same teams at different places, of course, but they both take on the same teams here down the stretch. But a big, big time game here this evening. And Kaukauna in control, just under 10 minutes left to play. A 38-13 lead. And here we go, and he's wrapped up right away. Weinberg on the quarterback keeper, couldn't find any blockers. So 3rd down here for Kaukauna. They'll mark it on the 23-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and about 2.5 or so. Clock continues to run, though, at 9:20. That runs in the favor of Kaukauna.
Well, that's the thing for Kaukauna. You want to find a way to get this clock all the way down to 0. Don't let anything up for chance.
Right now it would be a 40-yard field goal, which I think would be in Kyle Seafield's range. Watching him in pregame. Back to pass that once again is Weinberg. He's got all kinds of time. Out, flush from the pocket. He runs to his right, heading towards the sideline. Did he jump over the 1st down marker? I think he did. Whoever was holding the 1st down sign over there jumped out of the way very wisely. And I think he got it. Needed just a couple. They're not moving yet. No, he was short. I thought for sure he'd leaped over that 1st down markage. It's 4th down and short. Weinberg back in the huddle. They're going to go for it. The lead, and the clock did stop there at 8:55. Weinberg in the shotgun formation will hand it off, and then the double handoff. Cutting it up, still on his feet.
My name is Mike Pastorelli, and I am the auto buying specialist.
After tonight's game, get the gang over to the Hawks Nest for some.
Not getting into the end zone. What a tackle by Jace, but a great run by Carson.
Oh, yeah, that was a fantastic tackle.
Man.
The issue there is for the Rockets, when you do those double handoffs reverse and those key situations, you're not really looking for it. And that's why those are so deadly in those inches to go situations. It's the least thing you're expecting.
So it will be 1st and goal. They will officially mark it on the 2-yard line. Nate Trop is the lone setback. Weinberg, the quarterback. He hands it off to Hunter, and he will step in. 6 more for Kaukauna, a 2-yard touchdown run by Hunter Natrop. On a Drive that started back on the 31-yard line. Natrop, the latest to score. I wrote down Huntrop. It's Hunter Natrop. 8:21 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Lines are down. And a kick is up, and it is good for Gavin with the extra point. I think I keep saying Kyle's going to be, it's Gavin, the extra point kicker. And it's good. So with 8:21 remaining here in the fourth quarter, your new score, it is 45-13. Kaukauna leading Neenah. Back right after this.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong. Our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology, and our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
Back here at our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. And partner, we say a lot, when it comes to pretty much any sport, but take advantage of the turnovers. And that's exactly what Kaukauna just did as they took advantage of a fumble by Neenah, and they drove almost 70 yards in just a couple of minutes. And they're up now 45-13. And again, they will start on their own 20-yard line. How many times have I said that here this evening? I could count that up, but the kickoffs have sailed here tonight.
And it's helped out for the Ghosts. I mean, they trust their defense, where you've seen a couple times where Neenah's been able to take advantage, but other than the two drives, you're feeling pretty good, and you have that strategy. And because of that, those far kicks, that sneak onside kick worked.
And off left side goes to Jenkins, I believe. Take that back. That was Zemlock, Jack Zemlock. It was a 2 and a 6, not just a 2. Zemlock with the carry, about 7 yards on that one. Remember, this was only 21-13 at the half. They've really blown things open here in this second half. Under 8 minutes left to play, and they are up by 32 points. I did not expect this. And a little play action, the toss out, and incomplete. Oh, wow, what a dangerous, dangerous pass that goes in and out of the hands of Ethan Snyder. But there was a host of black jerseys just awaiting him there.
Luckily, they probably didn't have time to catch it, because he probably wouldn't have been able to hold on to it, and probably would have led to a fumble.
So it brings up third down. 3rd and 2 on their own 28-yard line. Clock does stop at 7:36. You see that on our Fox Communities Credit Union scoreboard. There's one guy in motion. Hands it off, gets some blocking. First down and then some. It's Zemlock again. Jack Zemlock, 5'10" junior, listed at only 140 pounds. Spun his way out of that one, their 3rd leading rusher on the team, and he got the 2 yards and more out to the 43. 1st and 10. 7:15 and counting. Once again, the quarterback, Matt Young, sending a guy in motion. He will keep it himself. Wrapped up right away.
Tough choice there for Young. He decided to take the 2 players head on and stopped him right after he gained about a couple of yards.
Jason Schiffert among those in on the stop. Again, a young team. He's only a sophomore. At the 46 is where they will mark it. So officially gained 3, 2nd down and 7. And Neenah taking their time here. 6:35 and counting. Winding down homecoming night here in Kaukauna. It's been fun. What a wild, wild first half. And the second half has belonged to Kaukauna. But we saw everything in the first half. Young back to pass. And almost intercepted. Oh, he wants that one back. Peyton Miller was right there. Goes in and out of his mitts. He looks around. He knows he should have had that one. 5'11", 155-pound junior. Oh, man, he's still shaking his head. How did I not catch that one? Brings up third down, third and about 7. Got to get across midfield for the first down. Incomplete pass does stop the clock with 6:15 remaining. Young back in the shotgun again. He, on the run pass option, will toss it out to the left side. I believe that again was Zimlock. And he did not get enough for the first down. Did get across midfield. About the 49-yard line. It'll be 4th down and short. Game on the line here definitely for Neenah. Need a conversion here. Kaukauna faithful starting to sense that as well. Getting the shotgun for Young. He takes it, gives it. They got the first. To the 35-yard line. Big time 4th down pickup for Neenah. They stay alive with Jack Zimlock again, the ball carrier.
It was a perfect run, and especially keep this possession going. Not giving up, and that's what this Neenah team does.
Yeah.
And regardless of how the game plays out, they're going to play down to the final snap.
5:15 and counting. Facing that 32-point deficit, but looking to get into the end zone. Slot receivers both sides. Kaukauna showing blitz, and they call a timeout. Matt Binsfield wants to talk things over. So we'll take a quick one as well. 45-13 your score. Back after this.
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. For those that have a mortgage, it's important to review it very frequently. It's at minimum annually. Many of our members have taken the opportunity to cash out some money to put in that backyard pool that you've been seeing down the road, or consolidate debt, or pay off your loan faster to match your retirement. That's why we're here to help, right? We're here to help them succeed financially. End of story.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Back here in Kaukauna on homecoming evening, winding things down. Just over 5 minutes left to play after the timeout. Young is back to pass. He's got a couple of guys, but he threw it in between both of them. They were wide open. Broken coverage there, but he just overthrew them both. Oh,
It's
man.
just been one of those nights for the Rockets.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing more to say than that. That's exactly how it's gone. I mean, they were wide. There was nobody within 5 yards of them. Instead, it's 2nd down and 10 on the 35-yard line. 3 ticks inside, 5 minutes to go. Neenah looking to put something together. 2 receivers here to the near side. Young with the hard count. Zimlock gets it. Goes straight up the left hash mark. Got a couple. But it's going to be 3rd down and long here for the Rockets. So it's 3rd down and 7 on the 32-yard line. 4.5 to go and counting. Getting 2 receivers here to the near side. Zimlock the lone setback. Young, a hard count again. The fake to Zimlock. Good protection up front, going for the end zone, and again had a guy, oh man, incomplete. Dane Newman right off of his mitts. I think that was perfectly thrown. He just flat out missed it. had his guy beat. Oh, man. That's the stuff you're going to look at on tape and just kind of shake your head. That's happened multiple times tonight for Neenah. They still find themselves in this deep hole. But he had his guy beat. Stops with 4:11 left. 4th down now and 7. Of course, you go for it here. 4th and 7. Ghost fans coming alive on homecoming night. Sensing the big W. Young steps up, throws it to the end zone, and connects with his guy. Touchdown. 32-yard touchdown strike from Young to Jackson Schloman. Wow, what a pass.
That was a great throw because he sat in that pocket for a while, had defenders coming in all around him, being able to heave that in the back of the end zone, and a great job to get a foot down.
Young to Schloman. Put 6 up on the board on a 4th down play. They're not going down quietly. And for Schloman, his 2nd touchdown reception of the year. He is their leading receiver. He's up over 100 yards now for the season. Hand off, and Zimlock cannot get in, so the extra point is no good. But your new score, 45-19 now, after the 32-yard strike. Again, you miss the extra point there, Zach, but that's got to feel good. Did something. First time since basically the first quarter.
And a tough throw, too, so there's some confidence you can build something off this passing attack next week.
Patience in the pocket, too. He stepped up. He almost – he was approaching the line of scrimmage, but had his guy. And that was the 3rd time on that drive that he had receivers. First time he threw it in between them and they were open. 2nd time, it was basically a drop pass. 3rd time was a charm there for Mr. Young, connecting with Schloman to make it 45-19. But again, they do miss their extra point. That's the 2nd time tonight that they have missed an extra point try. That was a 2-point try. They missed a extra point kick back in the let's see here. Was that the 2nd quarter? It's the last time that they scored. First time since 8:44 remaining in the 2nd quarter when Matt Young scored for the 2nd time on a 5-yard run. It's been a while since they have found pay dirt, but they just did. And it's 45-19. Joey D and Zach Morris with you. 4:03 remaining on homecoming night here in Kaukauna. Boot that one in the air. Taken and the kneel down. And that was caught by, well, I have 2 17s on my roster. Nolan Hall, I believe, is who did it. There's Nolan Hall and Logan Young. They're both listed as number 17. But I think that was Nolan, according to the public address announcer. So it will be Kaukauna football. They will take over on their own. Was there a flag? The officials are meeting. I didn't see any yellow.
I think they're just making sure they're all set up.
Or are they going to mark this one? They're going to mark them backwards. Maybe a yard. So with 3:50 remaining, they will take over on the 13-yard line, and Max Prater will be the ball carrier. Getting some of the reserves some playing time. 3.5 to go. Sizable lead here for Kaukauna. We'll see who some of these reserves are. Up 45-19 in control ever since that opening drive by Neenah. They were up 7-0, but then just a wacky first half. We had a little bit of everything. Who's in there at quarterback now? Looks like Max Krieger. He is your quarterback. He will take the high snap, and he will take off running. A little stiff arm. Gains a tough couple of yards. And Krieger will gain a yard or two. He's 6'2", 272 pounds, what he's listed as, a junior. Again, a very, very young Kaukauna team. Matt Binsfield. Just did get across to 15. Clock continues to run as Krieger runs the play back in. Listed as a wide receiver, but in there at the big QB spot right now. He's got 3 receivers here to the near side. One to the far. Clock runs with 2:15 left. See how they play this one out. Krieger taking his time, waiting for the back judge to start throwing up the 5-second. Oh, there's a fumble. Ball's loose. Who came up with it? I think the Ghosts jumped on it, but it's going to bring up 4th down, and I believe they're going to bring on the punt team. Clock will run under 2 minutes left to play. That was a dangerous play.
Yeah, especially with under 2 minutes, so you're not too worried punting this back. But a chance for the Rockets to put some more points on the board.
They will get good field position, but they won't get it until about a minute left to play here in the 4th quarter. In a runaway for the Ghosts here in the second half. That's the first time they've been, that's the first time this half that they've been stopped. That was their 5th possession. They scored on their first 4 possessions of this half. And that's the first time that they have been stopped. Now they have to punt from their own end zone. Good snap and a good punt. That's a boomer. My, oh my, look at that one roll. That's going to end up being about a 75-yard punt. They won't even touch it and let it down on the 24-yard line. What a boomer. And then again, they get the turf bounce. And with 55 seconds left to play, Neenah will have it for what should be the last time here this evening. What a punt. What an ending to the punt. Where officially will they lay this one? I believe, yep, on their own 24. So Neenah gets it for the 5th time in this half. Scored on their last drive, a 32-yard touchdown pass from Young to Schloman on 4th down. See if they can make something happen here in the last minute. Handoff goes to Steven Soderberg, 5'10", 140-pound sophomore. They got some youngsters on this Neenah team, too. Both these teams are got some promising futures for their programs. And what could be the final play of the game, we will find out. Clock runs with 35 seconds left. Might be able to pound out one more. If they run up to the line real quick, and again, that is Soderberg. Diving across, it's going to be 3rd down on the 45. I don't know if they're going to be able to. No, they're going too slow.
As long as you break out of the huddle with 7 seconds, you'll make it. If you want to run it,
they're going really slow. Under 10 seconds left. Yeah, I think they will. Final play of the game right here. Fake to Soderberg, and taking it himself is Will St. Clair, and that is going to do it. Your final score here on homecoming evening in Kaukauna. The Galloping Ghosts. They are victorious. They moved to 5-2 on the season, 3-2 in conference play with a 45-19 victory over Neenah, who drops to 4-3 and 2-3 in the Fox Valley Association. Final thoughts here, Zach Morris.
Well, it's worked out perfect if you're the homecoming crowd fan. I mean, this is what you want on homecoming. You had the whole crowd and the student fan base behind you, and every play it just seemed went your way tonight. And when you have that momentum carrying throughout the whole game, it's going to be tough for any opponent to match that, and for that being the Rockets. They showed flashes early in the first quarter, but nothing just really working out for them rest of the game.
Yeah, this game opened up 2 minutes in. It was a 66-yard run by Matt Young. It was 7-0 Neenah. But then Kaukauna scored on a fumble touchdown. Hunter Natrop went in from 12 yards out. Noah Huffman went in from 1 yard. Young scored again on a 5-yarder. And then a field goal by Kaukauna. Then a pass, Weinberg to Sipple, 47-yarder. Another 1-yard run from Noah Huffman. 2-yard run from Hunter Natrop. So Natrop scores twice. Huffman scores twice. Neenah scoring late on a touchdown pass, Young to Schloman. That was it. They missed a couple of extra points. And like I said, they dropped to 2 and 3, I should say, in conference play. A very, very key conference game here this evening. Only 2 games left for both of these teams. As we pop up that once again. Here's Neenah's schedule. Oh, yeah, they get Kimberly next week. And then Appleton needs to close things out. And kind of just the opposite for Kaukauna. They get East and Kimberly, but in the opposite time frame there as Kaukauna really celebrating now down on the field. Our next broadcast will come up for you 1 week from tonight. Battle of Oshkosh, North and West. And again, we will hit the airwaves about 6:50. Kickoff slated for about 7 o'clock here on our YouTube stream. Thank you so much for everybody who has tuned in and chime in. Be sure to leave some kind of comment for us. I want to thank our sponsors, Fox Communities Credit Union, Myron Construction, East Wisconsin Savings Bank, and the Hawk's Nest. That is going to do it tonight. Homecoming, the happy crowd going home. Happy here tonight, the homecoming crowd. As your final score, again, is Kaukauna 45 and Neenah 19. Former broadcast partner, Zach Morris, and also everybody who helps us out in getting all these graphics ready, Alex Thomas, and everybody back at the studio. I am Joey D bidding you farewell from Kaukauna High School, 45-19, your final score. This has been a presentation of Woodward Communications.